What's going on, you guys, and welcome to the finale of our Friday the 13th ranking, where I'm sure it'll be a surprise to no one to find out that my winner and champion of Crystal Lake is going to be the remake from 2009. And let me count the reasons why. First and foremost, it was a lot of fun to look at the brutality of Jason, or the carnage candy that follows in his wake, through a modern lens. I also really liked the layout, sort of structure of this movie, because if you think about it, you're really getting a condensed version of the first four films all in one. The bullet points of the first one get covered in the opening credits. Then Jason appears wearing the sack on his head until he finds his hockey mask fairly early on, which he wears for the rest of the time. And then, of course, he dies at the end. And I just think that's a really clever way to not only pay homage to those films that obviously paved the way to this one, but also kind of use it to as a delivery mechanism for the story here. Once again, this was one of the rare exceptions where I felt myself able to invest in the characters. You know, there were those that I didn't like very much at all and couldn't wait for Jason to have his way with. And then there were those that I felt myself cheering for and really hoping that they made it till the end. And then there's the little subplot or whatever you want to call it, where the guy is looking for his missing sister, who it turns out is being held hostage by Jason because she reminds him of his mom. Pretty interesting little tidbit there that I wish would have been played with a little bit more, or perhaps expanded on earlier in the franchise, because, you know, what could be nothing more than just a throwaway plot device to some people, or maybe most people, to me, I think it adds a pretty interesting dimension to Jason's character, and then also context to as to the psychology of the relationship between he and his mother, which we kind of covered or talked about a little bit in the last video. But yeah, I thought this movie was really solid the first time I saw it a couple of years ago, and I think it still holds up phenomenally well today. And you know, if I ever have the itch to revisit this franchise, you know, it's an easy pick. But that is gonna do it for us, ladies and gentlemen. That's another ranking in the books. I do hope you enjoyed going through it with me. And until next time, take care of yourselves. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.